Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
While you're in sunny Florida, be sure to visit
WARlando! Enter into a world of epic adventure.
Hello and welcome to WARlando. This is Adam. And with us is...
This is Nicholas.
There you go, Nicholas. There, dramatic pause. We were like waiting, just hanging on the edge of our seats. Going, who's coming in next?
You know, it's like we're far away. It takes a long time for it to get here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like,
well, you know, that's the interwebs or whatever it is. Yeah, there we are. Yeah, there he is. Yeah.
Who else is with us?
Oh shit, that's right. It's Mark. How you fellas been?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah, good. Yeah, how about you?
Yeah, not too shabby. I'm really digging the background I got right now. It's taking me back to keep disappearing in it, but that's okay. Keep disappearing and
just
fading into
just, like,
you, Adam.
nuzzling into Adam's chest.
Yeah. This is a dramatic moment. This is when you basically won Dragon Con.
No, that was Coliseum of Comics in Kissimmee.
That's you know, you're messing everything up right now. Nobody knows any wiser. But you did win Dragon Con.
Yeah, we did win the Dungeons and Dragons open event.
Yeah. But right now I couldn't pull a picture of this up. So this is damn Dragon Con right now. Get with the picture, Adam.
Well,
bloody hell!
It's a tournament that I won, which is
right. Yeah,
No.
okay. All right, we'll go with that. All right, we'll start with that.
I don't know what to believe now. No, I think that's just Adam winning like Jelly of the Month Club or something like that.
Hey, you know, that's the gift that keeps on giving.
Gotcha,
Yeah,
Nicholas.
you can go for a Jelly of the Month Club.
Actually, sounds pretty damn good.
Well, 12 different jellies.
Yeah, why not? Mm-hmm.
So it's exciting times. They had the big announcement the other day. AoS 3.0 is coming out soon.
Yeah, that is big. Yeah, soon. When? I don't know.
They said it goes for pre-order in June, so I'm guessing it's going to go for pre-order when Kragnos
Beginning of June? End of June?
They just said June.
I picture just in time for us to have no time to get ready for the tournament that's coming, too. That's
Right.
how they're going to do it.
Because we're in Orlando and we got a big Warhammer GT coming in Orlando in August.
What's up with that?
Official
Have we ever
Games
had that
Workshop.
before?
Yeah.
No, it's the first
They
time.
even know we exist.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, we got a lot of hotels, got a lot of
And-
space for doing it, and we're like
Yeah.
the only place that's going to accept people at this time.
That's right.
All crowd
Come on
into the
over.
room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pack into the parks.
And it's
Come
central.
over on holiday.
It's central too, so we can get
Yeah.
people from all these other cities because we're right in the middle.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Tampa can come over. You know, a little a war on I-4, as they always call it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really exciting.
It is pretty. It is. And you're going to have like maybe a month to get used to the new rule set and be ready to go and have everything memorized and have all your ducks in a row. And
That's not gonna work.
no,
No.
are you gonna play? You guys-
What's that?
Are you guys going to compete? Are you going to
Yeah,
play in the tournament?
Well, I would love to if I can manage that. I mean,
Yeah.
hell, I already got a hotel room there, so
Yeah, that's awesome.
you know, I just happened to be staying there for my daughter's birthday, so when it came up, so I was like, oh, boop. So Saturday night's covered. I figure that's all we need.
So for everybody that goes, party in Mark's room.
Yeah, come
There you
on
go.
in. Yeah, we'll give you the number, and we'll have to have another episode with maybe the little secret knock, that kind of thing going on. Party Central up there.
So is it August 17th? Is that the weekend?
I think it's 15th. Close
15th.
enough. What is it?
15th through 17th.
Let's get this right.
Yeah, let's look it up.
Yeah. It's just like you turn the key light on.
It's the answer light. He's looking for an answer.
Answer light.
Yeah.
Idea. Bling. Bling. So, what army do you, without knowing what the new rule set's going to change completely, what army would you bring?
I'm Daughters of Cain, probably.
Yeah.
Depending on how the new rules work out and if there's different points change at all. Because I think the points are going to bounce back.
How so?
For Daughters of Cain. Well, I think they got a nice point drop when the new book came out. I think it's going to even out.
Oh, okay. All right. Kind of the pendulum's going to just kind of boop, 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 right about in the middle.
Yeah, because plus, with all the new hero stuff, the monster stuff that's happening in AoS, all the
really cool.
Yeah, all the rumors about new abilities that heroes have, new abilities monsters have, and there's going to be new magic stuff that wizards can do.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a lot of points.
Something about endless spells too, right? Being a little more potent.
Yeah, they become more active. They move in every.
Oh, that's right. Oh my god.
Wow.
That's going to be
move
insane.
Every turn, not just at the beginning of the round.
Yes.
So what if we were to, without looking at the cheat sheet, collect all the idea, like all the different new things coming? Magic phase, I've heard more command points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I've heard maybe at the beginning of the round is when you get all the command points for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Not just like at the beginning of your turn. So
oh, okay.
So then if you have to go second, right? If you get double turned,
right,
then you've got a little help because maybe you get your CP for the round.
Right.
And then they've added a bunch of command abilities that you can do during the phases. Like each phase has like common command abilities that you can do. I'm not sure what you can do in the hero phase, but did they give like a little inkling of any extra command abilities you could do during the hero phase?
I didn't hear anything specifically, but I do think it's going to be it should be more than a few.
Okay.
The ones we already had.
Right. And I think they're going to add some extras, like I think some sort of way to retreat, or like to if somebody charges you to like flee.
Some sort of reaction. So I hear there's going to be like command points for different reaction moves.
Yeah, like stand and shoot. I think they're going to give some form of stand and shoot for
that'd be cool
for shooting people, and then
some kind of stand your ground kind of shield wall defensive thing.
Yeah, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I like the idea of, because it did suck. It did suck sometimes when your opponent's got a bunch of different units to move. They've got a long magic phase. And you've only got one wizard. Someone's got 5 wizards. You're gonna get one chance to dispel, and otherwise you're just sitting there through the whole hero phase and the magic phase and the movement phase, the shooting phase. Then finally it gets to combat. Maybe you've got someone that can fight back in the combat phase. It's a long time that you could be sitting there with nothing to do.
I think it's going to make it more fun, more active, more involved. How you going to throw a wrench into things? So yeah. So that'll be exciting. So sometime in June. So we'll know.
Yeah, it's going to go up for pre. Are either of you thinking about getting the box that they announced?
What was it? Dominion? What is it?
Yeah, Dominion.
Yeah, that's it. Man,
Stormcast and new orcs. Orcs.
Yeah.
I feel like orcs is like you have to hiccup, like when you're just trying to say orcs. You're like orcs.
Like a little burp in the back of your mouth.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get anything else. I mean, look at all the shit I just got. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this Blight Kings and Demon Princes, and I don't know. I think I'm gonna hold off. I mean, it's cool.
You've got the
Yeah,
four
more
demon
demons.
armies and the slaves to darkness.
Yeah.
And the Khorne Bloodbound.
That Be'lakor, which you can't see. Like he's using his Shadow Mist abilities, but he's pretty damn cool. I'm having a good time building him. So yeah, and then to add things, just because I don't have enough, tangents. I got aliens.
Oh,
Ooh, all right.
This is really cool.
that's
So
awesome.
yeah, it's something else for us to play, and win the Powerball and have infinite amounts of time.
Yeah.
So yeah. So buy your tickets, kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you think, Adam? You think you're going to
Dominion?
get the because you have both Stormcast and Orc War Clans, right?
That would work.
I do, and it sounds like, at least in the beginning, you're going to be able to play these guys in any Orc army, or definitely in a big WA. But it sounds like one of the things they were talking about is that you could use these units in an Ironjawz army or in a Savage Orc army. You can use these same units. So that sounds pretty cool. And it sounds like they're doing something similar with the Stormcast, where these aren't necessarily a new chamber, but did sound like, at least in the beginning, you know how they want to whet your appetite?
Yeah.
So they tell you, hey, you can use this in any army.
Right.
You know?
And then like 2 months later, it's like, now it's their own allegiance.
Yeah. No, you can't do that anymore.
Yep.
You had your window.
You've just bought and built and painted them, and now they come out with their own book.
Yep. And
Right.
yeah, you got back to the drawing board.
It's like, oh, well, guess I got to collect more of just these and start another army.
They did announce a bolt thrower for the orcs that looked really cool.
Oh yeah, what's that one called? Yeah, I was looking at that too. That looked really cool. Evil, so detailed the new ones are.
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened to the orcs? I mean,
The
they just
Beast
got like
Skewer Killbow.
yeah.
A lot of people are showing comparisons to like the Hobbit movies series
Yep.
and these orcs with how they kind of got like tall and a little
they're, like,
skinnier, maybe like a
lanky
little,
and
little chesty,
Yeah.
like they've got
Yeah.
a nice big upper body and then their legs get real narrow and
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
these kinds of orcs, not like
Kirby.
curvy orcs.
Yeah. Yeah, because the other
I
orcs
think
kind of
the
look like Jack Black, all of them.
Right.
Kind of
It's stocky.
rotund, stocky, look like a lot of fun. Yeah, those are those orcs. These orcs, a little more menacing.
The hobgoblins that they have look to me like D&D goblins.
Yeah, they
Like
really do.
kind of like this style that they went with.
They do.
I wonder if they do stuff like that. Like I know GW is all about their own game, but I think they know how popular their models are sometimes.
Yeah.
And they're like, I could see people just buying a unit of this to use in D&D as just their normal goblins,
I'm curious to see the pricing, but yeah, these definitely look, like you said, like the D&D goblins. Yeah, and I could definitely see getting a box of these for D&D.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get the new box. Although it's really cool and I like orcs.
Yeah.
Just like I don't know if I can take on a new army because for me it would be a new new army of either, right?
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Because I don't have Stormcast. I have a little bit of Stormcast, just what I run with like cities. But maybe if these Stormcasts look really good, maybe they would go into a cities army really well. I don't know. So maybe I could see but and the orcs. I mean, I would like them. I would like either one. I'd like the box. So maybe I'll go halvesies. I don't know with somebody.
Yeah.
We'll see. But then if I go halvesies, I usually end up wanting the whole box.
Yeah.
I usually end
you
up being
get
like,
it
all
in
right,
your
I'll
hands.
get the box. And then I'm like, do I really want to sell the other half or I just want to keep it? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so
I'll use it eventually.
I'll use it
Yeah.
eventually, right?
Yeah.
I'm just now painting goblins that I've had since like 8th edition Warhammer
Yeah.
Fantasy. So
Yeah.
You're not alone.
Yeah.
That's the fun of it.
Mhm.
But yeah, well, excited to see what else comes out. And there are a
Yeah.
few things that are really cool.
Yeah, these are the
coming
ones that
out.
leaked so far. I'm sure there's going to be, I hope there's going to be some kind of like starter set for just the new core book. Like, you know how they'll have the core book that comes with a bunch of different counters? I bet there's going to be a lot of new stuff that needs new counters.
Yeah.
So I'd like,
Yeah. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, one of those little punch cards
Yeah. That's cool. You gonna get the physical copy?
of the book.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I really want the Dominion box. I'm definitely not going to get the Dominion box, but
You really want it.
I do. I've got so many, like Nicholas, like Nick, you're saying, the Shelf of Shame. Both of you guys, the Shelf of Shame is just
It's out of control. And
yeah.
it keeps getting worse.
They just keep coming out with stuff. They just keep coming out with stuff, and it's like
It's not our fault. It's theirs.
it's there.
All their fault. Or
Right.
let's redirect blame.
Right.
Right.
I
So,
literally, I've got
not ours.
unbuilt like Luminarch, right?
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
It's still working on
Yeah.
this guy and
Yeah.
building a Hurricaneum because I got
Yeah.
that box set that came with both of them, right?
Nicholas, there's only so much you can do. You can't do it all. Don't, it's all right.
It's all right.
All right.
Yeah, I'm
So
all-
you need the new box too.
I think
So,
so. Because
yeah.
at some point I'm gonna, have time for it, and then I'll just be
You
ready.
have like a whole weekend.
Yeah.
You'll just be able to put it all together and paint it all.
And I'm sure
So.
GW will be like, "Oh yeah, you can buy this box. We'll sell it forever." And then it'll sell out in about 20 minutes, and then
Yeah.
they'll be like, "Oh, we're not gonna make it anymore."
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yeah. And you'll have to
It's
buy
weird,
it on the black market.
Yeah.
for
We don't
400,
want to do that again. Yeah. Yeah. We've done
Black
that enough.
Market GW.
God. Oh man, what a racket. They got us.
They do have us. They've got us so good.
yeah,
We're on the hook now. They
Yeah.
just keep slowly reeling us in with a little bit more every time.
Gosh. So what are you most excited about? I mean, the new edition, the new
Yeah.
box, some of those other models that are coming out.
The new edition. Really excited about the new
Yeah.
edition.
Yeah, I think so. It seems like, fresh start,
Yeah.
like, hit the reset button, like Nicholas was saying, start a new army, maybe start 2 armies with that new box, it's all right. So,
Well, I think I'll end up
bring it
doing
back.
is like I'll be looking at lists, and I'm sure it'll be just like, oh, that one Stormcast would be great in my Cities of Sigmar army. Like that new Knight and Cantor
yeah.
might have some new stats, like that guy who's like the Victor or something like that, who's like the Lord Imperatant with Griffhound. He's supposed to be like
he's cool.
he's supposed to be the strategist. So I wonder if you put him in your list to get extra things, buffs for your different Stormcast units around him.
Yeah.
Probably has command abilities. Yeah, a lot of really fun, neat stuff.
yeah. Or the she's like the female Celestin Prime.
Yeah,
Uh,
the Celestial Spear.
Yeah,
Indrasta, the Celestial Spear.
yeah. She may just be a good hero to take with cities. You just need something to fly down and zip around and stab some things. Maybe she's good at that.
It says, as one of the near mythical lords of Zir, Indrasta was reforged by Sigmar's own hand and given a fraction of his godlike power. She takes to battle on angelic wings, hunting down the largest fiends she can find with spear and sword.
Hmm.
You know how there's like the punch counter punch with the new stuff that's supposed to be new monsters,
Uh-huh.
new monster abilities that are going to be in the new edition. With her being a monster hunter, she might be something that might be good to have as an ally in your order army.
Mm-hmm. And Kragnos is supposed to be like a monster, deterrent with his ability. It doesn't sound as broken as people's responses were. Like on Facebook right away because it's like he still has a 50-50 chance of like doing nothing.
Yeah. Which
It's
that's
just-
lame.
Right. When you do that half the time, I think you're going to want to just like throw the model.
Right. I could see going through a whole tournament and saying, yeah, Kragnos did nothing.
Yeah.
You know.
That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like my little fungoid shaman who's like, I get an extra CP on a 4-up every round. And yet, like, I did this tournament where I did 6 games and it was like one of the 6 games he got a 4-up each time.
Yeah.
So it's like the other 5 games, it was like, nope, useless.
Useless.
You know,
Man.
it's like that's the same thing. Kragnos is going to be like, useless.
He is a cool model.
Hope not. He is a pretty cool model. When,
Yeah.
All
when
the
I
way
saw
up
him,
until his head, and then his like his mouth is a little weird.
Yeah, it's a little then Lord Croak. What do you think of that model? That's pretty cool.
It is a cool model. Yeah,
Yeah.
definite upgrade to what they had before. So yeah, he's pretty cool.
and how much does he cost?
Like in
Oh.
dollars or in game?
Dollars. I'm looking at it right now. What's your guys' guess?
Yeah, there is a difference.
Yeah, what's the
Well,
over under?
It is kind of on the same scale.
Yeah, so how much do you think he costs? Without
110.
looking.
Does it matter? Just get it.
It's 115 is what it costs. 150.
115?
115.
Oh.
Like
Oh,
most
yeah. Okay, I just pulled them up.
Powerhouses are like well over 100
Yeah.
bucks.
Holy hell.
Kragnos. What do you think, Nicholas?
Well, if he's 115, Kragnos has got to be like 135.
Nope, you're under.
Oh,
165.
160.
Oh,
160.
holy hell.
$60.
You can buy that one box, or you can get like Cursed City for a.
But he's nearly 7.5 inches tall.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got to be close to the same size as a Mega Gargant.
Mega Gargant, do you say?
Yeah.
How are you guys doing on your Mega Gargant challenge?
I finished mine.
Get out of here.
Got him right here.
Oh, man. Oh, very nice. Look at him. Ooh. I
Yeah.
like him.
This was
All right, I'm gonna grab mine.
yeah, go get it. This was printed. Nicholas found the
Yeah.
3D files from a guy named Duncan Shadow.
Yeah, that's really cool. Here, I'll grab
Yeah.
my Gargant, too.
Yeah, that looks awesome. You did a great job.
Thank you.
And he's
Happy with
a
it.
Cyclops, right?
He's a Cyclops. I was thinking about modeling him after the Cyclops from the Odyssey. Polyphemus was his name.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What do you got
Fine.
there, Mark?
I have my Gargant.
Ooh, he's looking
Yeah,
pretty
well done.
almost done.
Yeah, I still, I got to go in and, paint every boil that he's got and stuff. But the main thing was I was making his sword, and his sword is very stone-like. So I was like, I'll do it like a big old, chunk of, stone. And then I was like, I'm not digging the gray. And then I was thinking, I think he's got a story behind him. So I wanted to do it like he pulled down a pillar or a column in a Sigmar temple. And I wanted it like a polished marble, which I'll be getting there. So I still got to do like all the veins and the marbling effect and stuff. And
Nice.
so that's it. Yeah. I've already named the sword Sigmar's Ruin. So, there you go.
That's awesome.
That's
yeah, so I think that'll be fun. So, yeah. So just a little basing, and I think I can at least call him battle ready. So
awesome.
not
yeah.
parade ready yet, but I'll get him on the field at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And then
What about you, Nicholas?
I've got my troll like
Very
Gargant.
nice. Look at the whammer on that thing.
Oh, I know. I think the War Stomper, it's called like a Thunder Thunder Club. Something.
Yeah, there's something like that. Yeah, Thunder Club. Yeah,
Yeah. So I was like, that's kind of an apt name for this one.
That's
the
perfect.
Thunder Club.
that's
And,
perfect.
he's got some some crazy eyes.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, he's got the psycho eyes. Yeah, yeah,
And he's
yeah.
coming up out of the swamp.
I
So
love it with the moss and everything. And
yeah,
this was this the first one, or with the other Gargant model? Was this the first go with the new airbrush, or what?
this was. Yep.
Yeah.
So this. Well,
What was your take on it?
I
How was it?
yeah, this was my first completed model that
Yeah.
I've done with the airbrush. We've named him Swamp Ass because he's
Nice.
and
Yes.
and the reason is because it looks like he's coming up out of the bog,
Yeah.
right? He's
Yeah.
coming up out of the swamp. He's got the the pieces all over him, and so in order to get that stuff like pliable and shapeable, I like soaked it in a mixture of water and glue, right? Elmer's glue or something, but it just soaked it all up. And as it was just sitting on the model, there's a piece on his back that's like right on his back right there, and it would just constantly, like, while it was trying to dry, just dribbling glue down his ass crack. So I was like, Swamp Ass is an apt name.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's very good. Yeah, I was gonna go with like Skunk Ape because that's a Florida, favorite.
yeah.
Ooh,
But that's good.
good old Swamp Ass.
Uh,
He's Swamp Ass the Skunk Ape.
oh, I like that. There we go.
But yeah, so as far as the airbrush, yeah, I wish I would have put the larger. I got one of the airbrushes, like the Master airbrush from Amazon. It's like their typical middle of the road airbrush, and
Yeah.
it came with 3 different nozzles, and I used the middle nozzle. I should have put on the larger nozzle because it does like a larger spray.
Mhm.
That's the only thing I regret from it. Other than that, it did a
Covers
great
more
job.
area with
Yeah,
that one. Yeah,
like
okay.
covers more area, so you
Gotcha.
can kind of like model this size, right? Like how tall are these? Like 9
Oh.
inches, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I the
Taller than
airbrush
that.
worked great, and it did the transitions really well. Like I
Yeah.
think that's just ideal when like something like this where you're going from kind of like his front skin, like his belly, kind of going around to his hide, the bumps and the hard carcass and different stuff, like that transition. The airbrush, I think, just makes it natural.
Nice.
So
great at that.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
good at that.
so yeah, and then it just gets a nice even cover. Whereas like what I remember from like painting my Ironclad, which is like the biggest model that I had before these ones, like just trying to get that with a brush, you're just constantly, you just see
Yeah.
brush strokes. You got to go over it again and over it again and over it again and over it again. This one is like, I think I did like 2 coats, and it's not perfect, but it's an even, it's an even sort of spray. So,
That's
It
nice.
definitely doesn't look like it's your first attempt.
oh,
It looks really good. Yeah.
Well, thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I
Uh,
was asking. I thought you would hit a few other models.
No, the only other
It's
thing,
sort of working your technique and getting it down.
yeah, I just practiced on this guy, but
Yeah.
there was no transition to it. He was just more, I was just practicing on this one.
Yeah, just cutting the
Uh,
basics in. Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of getting the feel down and getting used to pulling the trigger and all that good stuff.
Nice.
That's
Cool.
awesome.
But
Yes.
yeah, so
Hey. So
it was fun. We put them on the table, Adam and I, and they just
Oh.
kind of whacked each other for a
yeah.
couple of rounds.
Awesome. Very good.
And,
And then what happened?
And
We
then,
ended up calling the game a draw, but I think
Yeah.
we never killed either of the giants, I don't think.
no, because it came down to like they both only had like 1 wound and 2 wounds,
Yeah.
or something.
Get
Like they
outta
were
here.
just
Yeah.
they beat each other to a bloody pulp.
I love it.
And then they just sat there all game. We played the battle plan from the Auric War Clan book, and it was a cool Iron Jaws one, where they're going around trying to like vandalize and pee on all of your terrain pieces, and so it was fun. And those two just kind of just met in the middle and just
The was it called the War Stomper?
Yeah.
Definitely better in a fight than the
Yeah.
Kraken Eater.
Yeah, so you were playing the Kraken Eater, and I was playing the War Stomper.
Mm.
Yeah. You had a couple of guys come up on the flank and kind of
Yeah,
help.
that's the only
some
way he
stuff.
stated it. Yeah, the War Stomper is just great giant or monster killer as well.
Yeah, he does like extra attacks when he's going up against the monster. So, and then with these models, like on those large amount of attacks, when they go through, they just do like a flat 2 damage, and that just adds up. And it's like, oh, 6 wounds go through, and you didn't save them. Oh, that's 12 damage.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, tick 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 tick. So
yeah, that was good. That was a fun game.
it was. Yeah, it was good.
We
Which
should,
is what,
yeah,
a
let me.
game in person in like 9 months, maybe
Yeah,
more than that.
first game of 2021.
Incredible.
In June or in late
Yeah,
May.
right. Can you
First
believe
game.
that? Can you believe it's already June 1st?
Right.
And I don't know.
No, it's crazy.
I got nothing for that. And then and then the lots of cool models out. I like the new Slanesh ones too.
Oh yeah, are they twins?
Yeah, twin aspects of Slanesh's newborn.
Ooh.
Monstrous close combat. Once again, monstrous. Notice the theme here. So what is this one? Dexessa, the talent of Slanesh, and then you can also build the kit to make the sibling Sinessa, the voice of Slanesh. So looking
They
pretty
look-
cool.
Yeah,
They're gorgeous. Yeah, wow.
And I think technically they're keepers of something. Keepers of
Secrets.
secret. Are they keepers of secrets?
I think so. I think that's how they're kind of written up, or at least that's how they look.
Yeah.
I'm sure they have different aspects, different abilities and stuff, but that's definitely what they're modeled after.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks cool. Nice. Yeah, they're only
awesome.
$110 a piece.
Oh man, so that's it.
And if you need
not that-
both of them, it's just a
Yeah,
a cool 220.
yeah, exactly.
Cool. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. 220 get them both.
Yeah, I don't need to eat this rest of this year. Yeah, lots of cool stuff. I love it.
You think you're going to get the twins?
Yeah,
Because you're dabbling. You're like dabbling in Slanesh.
I need a little bit of everything, and those are really cool. I mean, I don't have a Keeper of Secrets yet, so might as well maybe just get those.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then oh man, what are these? War Scroll battalions in a box. So very cool. So this is following the storylines.
Yeah.
And then Broken Realms, and the Beastmen of Gairan. Oh wow, led by the Butcher Herd. Those are cool. Have you seen those?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
Those are all classic models.
Yeah. Oh
These
yeah.
models probably been unchanged since 8th edition, if not 7th edition.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, they've been around for a good long time. So.
But yeah, it's all Minotaurs.
Yeah.
Right up your alley there, Mark.
Yeah.
And that's
Really
what Broken
cool
Realms
stuff.
has been doing, is it's been like giving new battalions to certain armies. Like that's the reason why I've got the Luminarch and the Hurricanum, because that's like a new battalion. You take a wizard and a Luminarch and a Hurricanum for the new cities,
Mhm.
the new city, which is like Settler's Gain, I think is what it's called. And yeah, so
Cool.
Nice. Yeah, lots of cool stuff.
Mark, did you get the Be'lakor book?
I downloaded it.
Downloaded it.
So yeah, I got the digital copy. So
Gotcha.
I didn't get the physical one. So yeah, I do have that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I've been kind of flipping through. So now I'm starting to really read it in depth. A lot of cool stuff in there. So
One of the things I heard was that these different books don't happen one after another, that they all talk about events that are happening at the same time.
yeah, which is neat, because there's other things happening. It's not like everybody else is kind of going, okay, all right, you guys do your story. We'll just
Right.
be sitting here. waiting for ours to come around. So
and the new Soulblight Gravelords army came out.
Man,
It's a
those
Sony-
are really cool.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
dig those.
So
That's
I think I
the
might.
one model.
Is
might
that
get
the army
the-
you're going to be starting,
Oh,
Nicholas?
Well, it's basically an update for my Legions in a Gash.
That is true.
Except it doesn't have Nagash. Well, it does have Nagash. I'm sorry, it does have Nagash, but he went up to 975 points.
What?
Yeah. I heard the new edition is. Well, the rumor is the points are going to be high.
Yeah,
yeah.
but a lot
And
more abilities.
Points are going up, and the table size is going down.
Right.
Ooh.
So are they trying to make it a smaller game?
I don't know if they're trying to make it a smaller game, but which doesn't make sense for a company that bases their business on selling models.
Well,
Right.
yeah. So the points of the models are going up. So that means we have to have less models on the smaller battlefield.
Right. So I guess if you're, then spending $210 or $220 on models, then, that's okay. Because you don't need to spend it on an extra boxes of
Yeah, that's true. I just,
infantry.
Mhm.
But so there's a lot of focus on the zombies and the vampires, which I have vampires. I've got skeletons. I don't think I'm going to get the new skeletons right now because I just got a shitload of other skeletons.
Yeah.
I don't need more. Like what I think I do want is some of the new heroes.
Mhm.
yeah,
Maybe the Blood Knights, because those were always
they were
cool.
really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like
And-
they
them.
look awesome.
Maybe the Blood Knights at some point. Yeah. So then I'm like, and then do I get Dominion box and all this like Soulblight Gravelord stuff? But
Why not?
I guess I have to.
You gotta do it, dude. I mean, and it's not your fault. Just remember going into it. If they didn't come out with all this stuff, you wouldn't have to go out there and get it. So I
Right.
mean,
Exactly. I'd
Don't
be out
worry
there
about it.
getting something else,
exactly. You'll be all right.
But so I think I might get some of the heroes. I'll try to look at the heroes. I think I just need to get the book. I was going to try to buy the physical book, and then the collective just didn't have the stock in. So
Oh, they've been having trouble getting it in. I know. Yeah, I guess.
yeah, so I'm like, well, I guess I got to go somewhere else because, or do I wait? Or will they order specifically for me? And I don't think it's a situation where I can say, hey, I need this, this, and this, and then they order it. I think they
why
just.
not?
Have you asked?
I did ask, but again, Adam and I, we had this conversation the other day. The guy just
Phil
like,
Martin. Yeah.
sorry, nope,
Yeah.
it's weird. I wasn't talking to Brendan, the owner.
Yeah.
I was talking to one of his guys,
Yeah.
and he was just like, "Yeah, sorry, just we're not getting stuff in. So if you want it, you should probably go get it somewhere else." And I was like, "Oh,
Well.
I just renewed my membership."
Yeah. Yeah. I just did too.
So
are they saying they're not going to do GW stuff at all?
Oh no. Yeah, that's not the case.
yeah, it's just that it sounds like they're getting limited amounts, and it's not. They're like not high on the priority list of their of the distribution.
Yeah. I
So
think that's
they're
the
kind of
case.
they're just getting overlooked, and then maybe they'll get some stuff. So I don't know. I'll just have to have I'll just have to ask him, I guess.
It sounds like they're already having issues and they're getting the crumbs of whatever was left of these issues. So, but I walked in, they had the Bellicor, the book and model right there.
Okay.
So I was like, yoink. So yeah, I went in to use my 20% off. So I was like, this is gonna be it.
Yeah. So I was like interested in getting the book for Soulblight, Gravelords, and I just wanted to thumb through it and kind of like think of what I wanted to get before I go out.
Yeah.
Being the responsible
Consumer.
GW customer.
Yeah.
Read the book first, then go buy some stuff.
but it's so cool.
I
All
know.
of it.
That's the problem.
Oh, I know.
I'll buy it and then I'll be like, oh, these guys are crap, and then they'll just sit on my shelf forever.
Yeah. Hey, that's all right. At least if you have fun with them, painting them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and that and that brings up a thing. I've been doing a lot of TTS tournaments and stuff, and obviously with TTS tournaments you get to like pick your list, right? Because you're not really building and painting them. You're just adding them, digitally, which takes 2 seconds. And so you get to make the exact army you want.
Yeah.
And I've played a lot of these, TTS games, and I find myself like, I like the tournament scene. I like the competition. I'm a competitive person by nature. But after a while, I get tired of just playing what's good.
Yeah,
then I just want to I want to just play different stuff. I want to play a variety of stuff.
And have it challenging.
Yeah, mix up combos, try stuff out, maybe try to see new combos. But what I think is different from the digital to the tangible world is I'll even in a tangible world, sometimes I'll just want to see those models on the table.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right now I'm painting my goblin spider riders, and it's they're trash as far as their rules are concerned. But
they're so cool and fun to see out there.
The spiders and seeing them, and I just want to get them on the table and play. And so I know they're not competitive, but when it comes to the tangible side of it, sometimes I just want to get fun models on the table, and then I'll play as well as I can.
Yeah,
but I just don't always want to go into every game thinking, oh, if I'm going to play this army, I have to play this.
Yeah, I better spam this out.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That list.
I mean, obviously, you want synergy. You don't want to go without synergy.
No, and that's fun. But but I don't know.
That's my quick rant.
I completely agree with you. Yeah. I'd rather play something that I enjoy having out on the table, whether it's garbage or not. Whatever.
I build a relationship with these models, and I'm I get upset when they don't get table time. I feel like they're neglected. They get sad.
Yeah,
and it's
just throw them in the box.
Right.
Neglect them. No.
What the heck do I have you for if I'm never going to use you?
Yeah.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the event. So it looks like we got Orlando, Florida, at the Hyatt Regency Orlando. So which is a blast. It's a really cool hotel. Yeah. We've been to Spooky Empires before there. I rode out a hurricane there before. During a canceled Spooky Empire event.
Yeah.
Just had my daughter's birthday there. Going to be going back for this, and then we'll be going back again for Spooky. In October.
You practically live there. You might as well get a
suite. I wish. That'd be great. Because just lounging by the pool was really cool. And and then they got New Orleans. Hyatt Regency there in New Orleans.
Are we going to be like groupies and follow them to New Orleans?
Maybe. Fairmont and Austin. That looks pretty cool too. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Oh, and the shopping. That comes out right here. I'm not making this up. So, as with all our events, you can look forward to a booth stocked with models and books, including Forge World. You'll also be able to get your hands on a pair of event-exclusive miniatures. So, this is right up my alley. So, Holga Clovenhorn, aspiring champion of chaos. So that's going to be one of the exclusives. And then Necron Lord Hasmotef, the Resplendent. So I guess he's the other.
They have a picture of him up?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, go to Warhammer Community and click on from May 21st, 1 U.S. Open Series plus 3 beautiful locations plus 6 grand tournaments equals all the gaming bliss. I mean, how could you not love it?
Right. We'll see. I'm waiting for my daughter to get vaccinated before I go to these events.
I understand.
And hopefully that comes soon.
Yep.
Hopefully her age bracket's the next bracket. Hopefully that happens. If not, we got Crucible later on in the year.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely get my gaming in.
Yeah.
Then,
there you go. You got Crucible.
There's one up in there's usually one up in Atlanta called GigaCon.
Yeah, you were telling us about that.
Yeah. And apparently they get a lot of players up there. And I met John last year at Crucible, and he works up there. He's their manager, and yeah, he's a really nice guy. And I just think that would be fun too. Like we'll all go up and maybe we won't tell Matt we're coming. We'll just show up and be like, hey, because Matt likes that kind of stuff. He does. Of course, surprises. And then well, you know, we'll go to another. But that usually, I think last time that happened, it was in like November.
Wow.
Or December, one of the two.
Oh my God.
I know.
Take 2 months off between October and November.
Yeah, just win the Powerball, like you said.
Oh, man.
Just win that little prize that Adam has in the picture behind you.
Yeah,
Whatever.
look at
I'm
that.
sure that'll cover it.
That one gift card.
Yeah, one gift card. Did you use that gift card, or what did you buy with it?
I did use it, and I think I got another Cauldron of Blood.
Oh, all right, that's good. Yeah. Good
purchase. You don't need I now have 4 Cauldrons of Blood. So I obviously needed that one more.
Just spamming those out.
Yeah, maybe they'll be like battle line in the like in the next
if you take it like a whole chariot
points
list.
update.
That'll be cool.
Take the special.
Can you imagine that?
7.
Take them as chariots, just run around the table.
That'd be great.
I don't want it. They're nasty in combat. You don't want to get in combat with them.
No, you're like, this is, oh my God, what did I do?
Yeah.
Why did I charge these again?
Yeah, she's been in a few tournaments. She's been a really pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
That one where I was able to win that tournament. The guy I was playing was not expecting to have it take out, because she took out a Keeper of Secrets.
Oh, okay.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was cool to see.
Yeah, well, hopefully this 3rd edition will be out and we can actually start taking a look at, what to do. Right now I feel like I'm flying blind.
Yes,
and I'm very limited on time. Mm-hmm. So I want to, I got models that I just want to paint because I just think they're amazing and stuff. But am I going to be able to assemble something that's even going to fly by the time it's tournament time? I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to pull that off. We'll see. If not, I'll still be having a good time there. So either way, I'll go.
But I'm sure it's gonna be one of those things like you've got your whole painting station set up in your room.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. That's true too. Yeah, or I'll just go and heckle everybody. That's fine with me too.
I do understand like the whole, like, I don't want to say fear, the hobby apprehension that, am I going to work now? Am I going to spend time painting something now that's not going to be worth having in AoS 3.0?
Yeah, well, I don't think I would mind that so much because I enjoy, like Nicholas, I enjoy these models. I enjoy spending time with them, working on them and stuff. Even if they don't play well, I still enjoy them. But going to like a tournament or something like that, if I work on this and if I work on something that I think is going to be, and then it's like, oh, I can't even put those together. I don't know. I don't know what the new edition is going to be like. So we'll see.
I imagine a lot of the synergies will be the same.
Yeah, it's gotta be
now. Yeah, I mean, because I don't think new War Scrolls are coming out for all the armies. It's just going to be points updates, and then how do the new command abilities and stuff kind of gel with the way you do things. So
so we'll see.
If you've always been command ability deprived, maybe you'll, people say like they're shaking up the battalions. I don't see battalions going away. I just see them adding. I see them adding generic battalions that allow armies that don't have good battalions or armies that don't want to use the baked in battalions, they have an option.
Mhm.
Kind of like you have an option now to spend 50 points on command ability. I think it'll be like, hey, here's a generic battalion and it gives you like an extra 2 CP at the beginning of the game or something like, you know what I mean? Like, and then
That'd be fun.
+1 to bravery or something like that. Or whatever. Like I think it's going to be something generic but helpful.
Yeah.
But it'll still allow you to take like an extra artifact, maybe. Who knows? But because right now that's a big thing. You've got all these armies that if they do have a good battalion, they take it. They get an extra artifact. They get an extra CP. They get the low drop, and they get the good ability. And then it's like, like the prime example, Karjan Overlords. The points went down. The battalion's 100 points. Mm-hmm. It pretty much makes my army like a 2 or 3 drop army, which is really competitive.
Mm-hmm.
Gives me the extra CP, gives my ship an extra artifact. Because it says in my book, if you take a battalion, you get an extra hero artifact and an extra ship artifact. So that's basically like 2 extra artifacts.
Yeah.
Right. And like, the extra CP. So and the ability is good. It gives me like a no battle shock buff and like 18-inch range on the ship, not the hero, but the ship. So it's like a central point of the army gives a giant no battle shock buff. And then combine that with an army that doesn't have good battalions. Yeah. Then it's like you're 8 or 9 drops. You don't get the extra CP. You don't get the extra ability. You don't get the extra artifact. Like that's a big sort of handicap.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
You're absolutely right.
So I think that's what they're trying to combat in this, is they're trying to combat that sort of gap that it leaves you.
Mm-hmm. I hope that's the case, particularly if you're like what they're talking about you get command points at the start of every hero phase, it sounds like. So everybody gets command points throughout the game. It would be nice to have something else, like you're saying, some generic War Scroll battalion that you could take. Maybe instead of spending 50 points to get an extra command point, maybe, like you're saying, spend 100 points, you get a command point, an artifact, and some other kind of way to lower your drops.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I think that would take some of these subpar armies, it would give them a little bit of a boost. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, if I didn't always have to decide that I go last, or if I didn't always have to decide that, if I didn't ever get to decide, you know what I mean? It kind of would be that tiny shift. Take me from maybe 9 drops to 5 drops, and then all of a sudden it's a little bit of a guess on who, you're not automatically always never deciding who goes first.
Yeah. Be interesting. I would like to see something like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Are you saying that you've heard that? You've heard that's something?
I've heard that the battalion, I think, and they stated something about generic battalions, or everybody gets a chance to, whatever their wording was, made it sound like they're adding battalions that anybody can choose from. Mm-hmm. Like a generic battalion.
Yeah.
People thought then that they were taking away battalions. I don't think they're going to take away battalions.
Yeah. I really hope not. Battalions are so cool. Like you were saying, talking about synergies. There's a penalty for taking a battalion that you have to take the units that are in the battalion.
Right.
But that's an incentive to put together a more interesting army.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
I like it. It's kind of like a little package deal, It's not everything might be perfect the way you want it, but it works.
It's like the beer sampler. You know what I mean?
Exactly. There's always a few of those. You always get the 3 out of the.
Makes you kind of like stretch out, and you're like, I don't usually try it. I don't usually like the chocolate peanut porter. Yeah. But I'll have to drink it this time because it comes in the sampler, and who knows? Maybe I'll be in the mood.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you find out, no, you're not in the mood because it's chocolate peanut porter. And no,
but it does the trick. So yeah. Oh well. Yeah. Did you check out the new animations?
I did. They were pretty cool.
Yeah, they were pretty cool. Yeah, I'm digging them. That'd be fun to watch.
One of the things they announced was a new narrative Path to Glory campaign, which is going to be a big part of it.
That'll be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still not going to match what we had put together. So.
Well, maybe they've been listening to the, what people really want. Maybe maybe they're listening to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we inspired them.
It's about damn time.
That's our one listener that's in Europe.
You're right. Right.
I got this great idea. Oh my God, that's brilliant.
The one listener.
How'd you ever think of it?
Yeah.
It just popped in my head.
Oh, yeah. I really hope it is something cool, and I hope they dig in on the Emblem of Apotheosis. I hope they improve and expand on that idea of and make it tournament playable.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
That would shake a lot of things up.
Yeah,
I think
so, and I think
that would help a lot of subpar armies. Maybe allow you to kind of build something that's a little bit more useful.
Yeah, give you something that you can take a generic hero and turn them into something with a lot of character.
Mm-hmm.
And like if you think about Gloomspite Gits, it's like you've got these heroes, or you've got these keywords that you want to be able to use, and you want to be able to match up with stuff, and sometimes you just don't have the right model, and it's like, oh, if I just had this one thing, it would just give it a little kick, and then maybe you can take that hero and he has the right keyword, and you know what I mean, and then all of a sudden he gets that special buff and he becomes your Superman.
Yeah, and it gives you that incentive too to have a story for your character, from that. Maybe it'd be cool if it was tournament legal, but maybe it'd be so much fun to have have your named character out there on the table, making people worry, making something memorable for your opponent.
Yeah. Agreed. Every army should have something that when it lands on the table, or you read it in the person's list, you think, oh crap.
How am I going to deal with that?
Right. And there's a few armies out there that are just like, like, do you have that? Like Gloomspite Gits, it's like, what model is it that you put on the table, and they just go, oh no, what am I going to do? Like,
what's that moon?
Yeah. All the archers.
The moon just stays there. You just stand, it's just the moon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody cares about the moon, because the moon will just fly right over you. You may not even get to use it. You could roll a 6 and the moon just goes, whoo. Or like Beasts of Chaos. It's like, what model would you put on the table and you're like, oh crap, Beasts of Chaos, or I don't know. There's got to be a couple other armies that you're just like, what? I would say Stormcast, but maybe a Stardrake. If Stardrake lands on the table, I'd be like, eee.
Oh yeah.
There
we go. Yeah.
Like Slaves of Darkness, they put down Archaon, and you're just like, whoa, oh god. Yeah. All right, here we go. Or Marathi, you're just like, I'm not gonna be on that quadrant of the table. Now it's even smaller. Oh my god, you can't hide from Marathi anymore.
Good point.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Not down with that. Oh man, I guess you're right.
Hopefully a fleshed out narrative campaign, and hopefully they do bring back that Emblem of Apotheosis and do it.
Yeah.
Make it something that's worth playing with in the tournament.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
And then we'll start up our campaign.
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
Yes.
Yeah. So, continuing on, right, with where we left off. What do you think? Yeah?
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I think Helmut von Stix has to change a little bit from my my plans that we were going to go into next,
Mm-hmm.
because I can't use Night Haunt in the. But who knows if there's a new sort of builder, then I can maybe
allies or something, or what?
Well, I wouldn't want. I don't know if I would want to ally in the Night Haunt guy. I can just change him. I can just have it go vampire-y all of a sudden.
All right.
Well,
That's
it's
cool.
and
Yeah,
you
do
can-
what you want.
Yeah, do what you want. You can.
I will do what I want.
I wasn't asking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's for our campaign. Does it have to be completely tournament legal? Like, this is a special case when you're talking about Helmet being a Night Haunt. He can still be like the Gash put him in charge of this skeleton army.
Well, I still want him to
That'd be
kind
a
of
cool
help,
story.
like help the army.
Yeah.
Like I want him to
Yeah. Okay.
still be like, beneficial. He would be like an ally. He wouldn't get any of the allegiance abilities. So
Yeah.
I would want to make sure, we'll see. Again, who knows?
Yeah.
Which is fine. I have one painted Night Haunt model. I'm not missing out on them not being a part of the faction. You know what I mean? Well,
Yeah.
okay. The Spirit Hosts. The Spirit Hosts aren't in the Soul Blight Grave Lords.
Oh,
Which
that's too bad.
that's the one thing I'm a little like, oh. And the only reason is because I got those Middle Earth strategy battles models,
Mhm.
the ghosts from the third movie in the
Mhm.
trilogy, where they like fly over everything and kill everything. I used those as my Spirit Hosts. And I got those X-Wing stands, and I made them all like different heights and all that kind of stuff. And I won't be
They
able
look
to use
awesome.
those.
They look so cool.
So
That's
we'll
a
see.
shame.
We'll see.
You can ally them in then.
You might be able to ally Night Haunt. I'm not sure. I got to check the book.
Yeah. And you said you do have the book or no?
No, because I got to find out where to buy it from. I was thinking I wanted a physical copy of the book.
Yeah.
On the Army books, I like a physical copy. I've gotten all the Broken Realm ones on digital because they're like $16 or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's just like, to me, that's okay. But I was like, maybe I want the physical book. I like to smell the pages. I like to, flip and. But anyway.
Yeah.
You get it digital.
Yeah.
Force me.
If you've got the physical book, you're not worried if your phone dies.
Right. I just think of like 10, 15 years from now, 20 years when I don't want to pay for the app anymore or whatever. I don't know. Who knows?
Hopefully it's longer than sooner. Because I bought all the books I have. I bought through the app.
Oh,
Yeah.
If the app shuts down, I'm gonna lose like $200
That's it.
worth of books.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
yeah. Well, they're gonna blow up the world by then anyway, right? And then we're gonna be back
It's
at the
gonna
old
start
world.
over, and it doesn't
The old
matter.
world's gonna be the new world, and it's gonna be
Yeah.
like the reincarnated Warhammer. Like.
Yep. Right. Yeah, it's gonna go back to it. Like all of the realms are gonna forge back together and make the old and new world.
Yeah, it's gonna be world to new world. It's gonna be old
Yeah, there
war,
we go.
new hammer.
Yeah. I'm trying to slim down on the amount of physical books I have because I'm gonna have to get like win that Powerball and buy a much bigger house just to house all of my damn gaming books. Good Lord. I'm gonna.
It is easy. I mean, I've got an iPad
Yeah.
and I've just got tons of shit in there from
bundle,
right? I've got like Lord of the Rings RPG.
Yeah.
I've got Warhammer RPG. I've got all this. I think I even have like, what's the whatever. I've got like all these RPGs. It's like from Humble Bundle. It's so easy. It's like $15 and you get all these RPGs.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so cool. Yeah, but man, yeah. I don't want to lug this stuff around anymore. Seriously, I mean, it's awesome. I love it, but
yeah.
So 50-50 on the actual Warhammer.
Yeah, I'm with you on that too.
It'll be nice, like nostalgia thing. Like I'm cleaning the room and like, oh, hey, I haven't picked this book up.
Yeah.
Since I was playing with so and so.
And you're so right because I'm doing that. Now it's like, oh, here's this tucked. What's in this one? Oh, look, old like Dragon magazines. D&D. Or an old special edition whatever that I got, or old werewolf and vampire, from White Wolf.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And then I open it and I'm like, oh my God, this one's signed by like the artist of the person or whatever. So that's really cool. And I totally understand that. There's just something about flipping through it. And I'm guilty of that. Like there were a couple of first edition ones that I found at that Bright Light Books.
Yeah.
Nicholas,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So yeah, there was 3 of them that were in there: the Monster Manual, the Player's Handbook, and the Dungeon Master's Guide. And I have the first edition ones, but I didn't have those covers. So I was like, guess what I had to walk out with?
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep. And I think for the army books, it will be that sort of nostalgia.
Yeah.
I wonder if it so I get the White Dwarfs, right? Because they've done a lot of Gloomspite, right?
Yeah.
This is one of them, right? The Gloomspite. They've got the spider allegiance that they made for it. And, like this looks modern, right? It's got modern font and titling and the new kind of art. But there was this game that I played with a friend of mine over Tabletop Simulator, and it came from an old White Dwarf, and I had a lot of fun playing it. And it was one of those old White Dwarf games, right? So you get it, it's kind of like the centerfold, and then you get to pull it out. So I bought it on eBay, and look at this guy. Like,
wow.
Yeah.
Chaos Dwarf on the cover.
Yeah, it's the one that has and this one has the Chaos. It's the White Dwarf that had the Chaos Dwarf allegiance and all the stats in there for the Chaos Dwarves. And it's just like, I don't even have them, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to look at, like...
Yeah, look at the chrome lettering. All right, so that's 19... What is that, like 1985 or 6?
93.
93? Holy cow,
so
I was dating it way back. Because the chrome lettering reminded me of Heavy Metal.
Heavy Metal.
Remember the animated film Heavy Metal?
Yeah, and I bet you they were a few years behind I bet you they were just a few years behind with their aesthetic on stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
But and just, they also had the Man of War stuff, which was like these little tiny itty bitty ships that came out. And
oh my God! See, those are the magazines I love because they would have columns where people wrote in and they're answering them. Editorial ones, and then they would have I know like my Dragon magazines have pages of like ads in there from different gaming shops. Buy your dice tower.
Yep.
Yeah.
Does that have anything in there like that?
They had the Marauder Giant in there.
Look at that guy. My God.
Like, should re-release him.
I would just sit here and like
put him in a fancy box.
You know what? If they came out with some of these older ones,
I know, just a classic line. They should call it.
Sell out. People would just eat them up. But anyway, it's like, look at this, Games Workshop.
Yeah.
Sail the high seas.
Oh yeah, look at that.
And it's just like, oh
neat.
My God.
And the work there.
Yeah, it's like I could sit here. I could just look at this for hours.
Yeah.
Will I do the same thing with the White Dwarf that I showed you a second ago? In 20 years?
20 years.
Maybe. In 20 years, do you think it would be the same?
Not quite, but I don't know. I don't know. I think so.
Of the age where
I think so.
Stuff like this is just like, this is
gives
damn
you the feels.
This gives you like just kind of hits you right in the.
It's that nostalgia button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Free game inside. Free game inside.
Look at that. How can you not buy it? You pick it up. You just gotta walk out with it.
This game is pretty crazy too. It's called War Master. It's not the War Master from the one that is like the mini miniatures.
Yeah.
But it's pretty crazy. It's like it's from the Horus Heresy series, and you're the Emperor, and you're trying to take over the Horus, the renegade, ship. So you join his ship, and you try to take him out, and it's nuts. It's a crazy game.
That is so cool.
It's a lot of fun. So you like teleport as the Emperor and like some like in a couple different Primaris guys, and a general, and you teleport to the ship, and you got to like find Horus, and you're trying to kill Horus, and then Horus is trying to kill the Emperor. And like if you fight in like the weapons room and you roll, like you have to roll a dice, and if you roll a 1, then the weapons room blows up. So everybody in the weapons room blows up. And then if the weapon room blows up, then you have to go to each room adjacent to it and roll. And on a 1 or a 2, like that room blows up, and then you got to go to the next one. And it's crazy. So
Oh my
I played a
God.
game with my friend, and that's exactly what happened. It was like the weapons room blew up like Primaris, like Gilliman or whatever that guy's name is. He's like, he blew up just because the weapon rooms blew up, right? And then each room around it, like 4 of the 6 rooms blew up. So like half of our forces were gone. And then he showed Horus where Horus was. He said, here's where Horus is, and I'm going to have him move now to try and go fight the Emperor. And I went and fought him, and I lost. So I got like pushed back a space, and I decided to go to the other weapons room. And then I decided to explode the weapons room. So the Emperor was like, I'm going to just, sacrifice myself and blow up the weapons room on the small 1 to 2 chance I blow up Horus. And he did. So I was like, yeah.
He did. Everybody died, but
everybody died.
Guy.
So there you go.
That's
awesome.
a good finish.
A lot of fun.
So it was a fun, playing a game from 93 from a white dwarf.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's good when you can revisit
That's
those.
awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I've still got some of my old books and stuff from I've got all the old Marvel stuff still.
Yeah.
I wish
you
I
do.
kept some of the other books. When I hit like 20, I'm like, I'm never gonna play this stuff again. I'm just gonna sell all this stuff. I don't know what I was thinking. I felt like I needed to purge some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Moving around a
understand.
lot,
Yeah.
at that age, you
Yep.
move apartments every year. I just didn't want to move anymore.
Just, don't bring the clothes.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't bring.
Exactly. I've only got one outfit that I have to wash every day.
That's it. That's all. Just comics, gaming stuff, and yeah.
Yeah.
The futon mattress on the bed. That's all you need.
That's it. That's all you ever need.
Yeah. Hey, that's how I did it.
Yeah.
And here it is. Here it is. I feel like an episode of Hoarders. That'll be my death.
But all we see is Adam's pixelated beard. So
Right, you're looking around the room and the stuff that's in the background.
Oh, yeah, look at that. It's all here. It's all
here.
all here.
It's all glorious.
It's all
And
glorious.
it's
Yeah.
in the right place, Mark.
It is. No.
It's exactly where it needs to be.
Oh. Oh man.
Well, hopefully, finally we're all inoculated. Hopefully we're going to get together and get a chance to play some more games.
Yeah, we should. So let's maybe we should get together for like an AoS 2.0 send off,
Yes. Yeah.
And
Do a big game to say goodbye to the old lady.
Yeah. That'd be good.
I've got the new Bugmans.
Yes.
Love
All
it.
I have to do is we can play our Bugman scenario.
Yeah. Chasing
That's
Bugman down.
classic. That
It
would
is
be
classic.
amazing. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we
Awesome.
need to do that.
Yeah,
I'll
let's
paint
make
it.
plans.
Let's do it
Awesome.
this week.
Yeah. So you guys tell me when. I'll make sure I'm there.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. This sounds like we've got another episode in the can. What do you guys
Yeah.
think?
I think so. I think we got a lot to look forward to. I think we got a lot coming out. A lot that's going to be developing.
Yes.
So we need to, definitely talk about this more.
It's a really exciting time to be playing.
Yeah,
It
and
is.
we're gonna get
a lot of really
back
neat
in
stuff.
person soon.
Yes. Fucking COVID behind us.
Soon.
So soon.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what do we say when we're excited about AoS 3.0? 1, 2, 3.